We are going to be learning about something that is called an in-text citation. So a citation is when you give credit to who or where you got the information from. For example, this says firefighters are hard workers. That's my own idea that I got after reading a text about firefighters, but then I go on to say the text states that sometimes they work for 24 hours in a single shift. I didn't know that information on my own. I got that information from reading the text. I actually copied and pasted everything highlighted in yellow directly onto my own paper. Now, I can't just say that that came from me. I have to show where I got it from. And so you'll notice all of these different features that we really haven't been using up until this point. And this is how we show that we took this information from somewhere else. We'll get more into that next. The symbols that we need to use when we are citing from the text are quotation marks and parentheses. Quotation marks are these symbols right here. They look like two little lines, and they need to go at the beginning and the end of the words that you copy directly from the text. After that, we use the parentheses. And inside these little parentheses, they look like little arms that are going to hug some information. Inside of them, you are going to put where or from whom you got that information. So if we go back and look over here, these quotation marks show that from here all the way across to right here, I copied this information right from a book. Inside these parentheses, it tells where I got it, and this was the author's name. Here's a way to remember it. I think of a stoplight. Green means go, yellow means we're slowing down, and red means stop. So when you cite something directly from the text, you're going to start with green. Go ahead and whatever you want to use from the text or the article that you read in your own writing, go ahead and just copy that down. But when you copy it down, then you need to use those quotation marks at the beginning and the end of the words that you copied. Now we're almost done. Red. Use the parentheses to say where you got the information from, and then just like always, at the very end of our sentence, we need to have a period. Notice that that period goes at the end, after the quotation marks and after the parentheses. Let's take a look at this. This is an article called Overcoming Fear of Failure, Facing Fears and Moving Forward. This article is about being afraid to fail at something and maybe not even trying at all because of that. After reading the article, a teacher may ask you to respond to that article by answering a question. So here's the question. Have you ever been afraid to fail? We're going to be doing this in class. And my response to that might be, yes, I have been afraid to fail many times. That is my information. I didn't get that from the text. But now I am going to say something that was in the text. In fact, many of us have probably experienced this at one time or another. You'll notice I got that information right here. Many of us have probably experienced this at one time or another. Ooh, got a little crazy with the pen there. So this part right here is copied, word for word, exactly from the text. I can't put this in my response or in my paper without giving credit to say where I got that information from. So here's what's going to happen next. You need to move those quotation marks at the beginning and the end of what you copied. You need to say where you got it from, and then at the very end, you need to have that parentheses.